Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to another episode of my Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition SSHIP England campaign. Welcome back to the daily series. This is episode 9, and here today we've got some developments. We're 66 turns in. We're still very much at war with the English, continuing the 100 Years' War. We're currently under the reign of King Henry and Prince Stefan, who's now 68. He's got the plague, but he's still doing all right. We're currently besieging the French king in Clermont, which, if we do get rid of him, I think potentially the French could get brought back into Christendom. They can be unexcommunicated, or whatever the word is for that. So that means we might be able to sue for peace, because we did kill the French prince in the last episode as well. So only time will tell how this series develops. We're sort of coming to the end of this French war. They have continually refuted priest. Priest? I was reading the quote there quickly. Peace. And I don't know why. They are just so reluctant. Maybe because we hold their capital. You would think that when a faction loses 4 full stacks and a prince, and 3-4 territories and their capital, they would sue for peace, because for all intensive purposes they're just getting absolutely annihilated, is the best word that comes to mind. But hey, maybe that they think the situation is so bad and terrible that they might want to fight. Alright, so this shouldn't be too hard. Only a wooden castle. They've deployed some of their troops on the walls. They are clustering a lot on the gateway and town square. So we're moving up. Good old Mr. Plantagenet, Henry's father. But so far, family tree-wise,
the battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
We're actually quite strong. A lot of our family members have lasting ages. I don't know if that's a feature of this mod. Like, what's the average age? Surely once they hit 50, there's always a chance. Okay. We've made our way up onto the walls of Clermont.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain, our men have done well.
And we're starting to engage. Oh, wait. What? Is that unit bugged? Oh, that's bizarre. Alright. Our forces are starting to push. They're going back to the town square. As Geoffrey is commanding his force as well. I'm surprised he's still alive, to be honest. We're nearly getting up to the 3rd generation.
Our men are winning the battle.
Man, this mod's good. Especially for players like me that like to roleplay family tree-wise. Man, how far we have come. But it's still very much a hotly debate, the line of succession. Should we... Well, there's a couple of options now that the family tree is growing. Do we go back and forth? For example, do we allow a Plantagenet to be king and then a de Bleu be prince, then a de Bleu be king, and then a Plantagenet? Do we go back and forth like that? Because we are still currently in a civil war, technically. We are getting some bad buffs. I think to stop that is we need all of Aquitaine. And some of it is under Spanish, Iberian control as they pushed over the Pyrenees. But once we get rid of the French king here today, the man who masterminded this entire war, called for the attack of innocent English civilians in Normandy and in Ghent, the war will be over. Well, hopefully.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, tactically not overly too difficult. Oh my god. The King's General's bodyguard is charging out.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Yeah, sometimes faction leaders and heirs units can be really, really good. They actually got a surprising amount of light men-at-arms that they're kind of holding. Okay, still a little bit close.
Half the enemy force remains.
We progressed really well. Oh, we got him. Nice. Yeah, we progressed well on the walls and through the gate, and now that we're sort of fighting and slogging on through the narrow and winding streets of Clermont, I'm struggling to push, but to be fair, we are fighting with a bit of a ragged bag of units. We've only got 3 infantry, 2 of which have retreated. And we're just like trying to get archers in. They shouldn't be able to last too much longer. With the French king now dead. But I'm curious to see how it changes things politically. Although there's a plague rip-roaring through Paris and some of the territories, we were moving troops kind of spread it. It hasn't been too costly for us. They must only have a handful of settlements yet left. They might start spawning full stacks, potentially. That tends to happen in this mod. If they get down to their last settlement. But man, what a costly war for the French. Although we've lost 3-4 stacks, we've probably lost at least a good 2 of our own. Thankfully, we were, man, built up. I can't imagine if they attacked when we weren't going around conquering the rebel and unaligned northern French territory. Yeah, if we were in Scotland and Ireland, we probably would have lost all of our European territories. And to be fair, if they were able to win those first 2 initial battles, we probably would have had to fully retreat back to England. So, although England's really, really strong, because it's hard for them to, like any faction, to cross the channel and threaten you once you've got the entirety of the UK under your control. Just holding territory on the continent can be difficult. Oh, so they've been reconciled. So that's the terminology. Unexcommunicated. Okay, so now that there's a new regime in France, there's a new head of state. Let's negotiate with the French and see if they're interested in peace. But our rating with the Pope is down quite a bit. Oh, wait, what? The Holy Roman Empire holds a piece of territory down there. That's bizarre. In southern France. Okay. So, they still have Troyes, Rouen. And that army's sitting in Angers. Just outside it, not really doing too much. Still flooding units over where we can. So this army's gonna... Okay, they're just like annoyingly sieging, which is just stopping trade and some financial aspects. Alright. Peace, please. Do we give them... Like, how about 2 settlements? Orleans and Clermont. I don't know. The thing is, trade benefits both. So sometimes they're not interested. Maybe just, like... Clermont. And we'll see what they say. No, are you serious? Especially with a new king. Bro. Well, you gotta give it to the French. They always were stubborn. No. We believe in the French resistance. Even if you give us Clermont. Ugh. Orleans. Yuck. How about 5,000 for Clermont? What are they going to say now? I think also the more you negotiate, it kind of annoys them. Welp. Alright, well, let's continue to push against them in these last 3 territories. That's a rebel territory there. Oh well, so be it. We're currently recruiting in a lot of areas now, as we're starting to stabilize these external regions that I didn't even want. Man, there was so many times that I was happy for peace. Now that we've got the money, we've got heaps of money coming in because we've essentially taken so much territory. We can start not only recruiting units to help out the garrisons in the French territory that we've recently occupied, but also in England to ferry over. Now, we're going to move Geoffrey out of Clermont to Troyes. And because it's so far north and in range of Paris and Orleans, we're going to be able to move units over to help out. Got a lot of priests in the area as well. Thankfully, most of it is Catholic controlled. I think it was we had a little bit of religious difference and conversion difficulties, mostly in Wales and Ireland. I'm kind of thankful as well that Ireland nor Wales, when we were fully focusing on that Scottish war, weren't taken by Portugal or Spain. I think they must have got rid of that. Bear with me, just moving my units to Troyes, and then we'll fight. We wanted to throw back that army threatening Gand, but for at the moment, I think we're just fighting scraps at the moment, which is good for me. And we'll play one more battle here today. But man, this has been an absolute slug. It's been good. It has literally been a decades-long war. Not quite 100 years, but it definitely feels like it. It feels like it's as satisfying as it should have been. Even with the French not having realistically that much territory. They came out swinging. They definitely had the numbers on us. But man, defensive sieges, particularly in Medieval 2, goated. So good. But like, I feel like I think it's because of just how hyper-aggressive you have to be in vanilla. Like, it's pretty rare that you have defensive, like you get put into a defensive situation in vanilla. I think it's because you just have to be so hyper-aggressive. And because it's slowed down, you'd like are naturally probably more predisposed to be hanging out in castles.
Sire. Yes, my lord.
In SSHIP. But the mod team has really outdone themselves. I feel like this is an old mod, but I think it might have been after 2020
As you wish, sire.
that they started reworking on it again, because there's been some updates over the last 2 years.
This battle belongs to England.
Alright, so back up in the north, we've got some additional reinforcements coming on over from England, and Stefan de Bleur. I don't know what's more annoying to you guys. Is it me saying it wrong? Or Diabolis? Or is it the fact that now that I know that it's right, I'm going de Bleur? Stefan de Bleur. Oh, God. I have issues, right? Oh. You're only figuring that out now. Christ. Hey, I'm having fun. Hope you guys are as well. Alright, let's get crack-a-lackin'. We'll wait for our reinforcements to come in. We don't need... to like push against them until we rally up. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good to be sitting down every single day and playing Medieval 2. It's just so satisfying, this mod. What the hell? Yeah, I can just sort of already foresee some campaigns I'd love to do. We play as the Byzantines, recreate the Holy Roman Empire. Dude. Because like the Turks are one of the strongest factions in medieval. I'm assuming in this as well. We could even unite all of Spain, do the Reconquista, get the Kingdom of Castile and Leon. I don't know if I want to play as the Holy Roman Empire. I think that would be too easy. Seeing how like half the territory of France had heaps. I don't know. Maybe I feel like Denmark might be too difficult. Going against the HRE. I think Norway actually might be fun, but as essentially, oh, is it prime? No, what is this? 10? No, this is 11. So this is like well past the Viking Golden Age, eh? So maybe trying to restore Ragnarludbruk, his dynasty, his legacy. Yeah, because you forget that Rollo, Ragnar's brother, is I saw one of those memes. Obviously, Rollo created Normandy, and then William the Conqueror. I think it was his great-great-grandfather, I believe. I don't know specifically, but it was one of his grandfathers. William the Conqueror's grandfathers was Rollo. But it's like, and then eventually, obviously, that dynasty and dynastic line leads to Queen Elizabeth. I saw some like shitty cringe post that was like, oh my god, Rollo from Vikings is Queen Elizabeth's grandfather. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know if that's exactly true. Man, they take so many liberties with that Vikings show. God. Man, early Vikings was so good. I actually think overall The Last Kingdom was probably more enjoyable. I don't think I've seen the movie though. Like, it's weird that Netflix did like a movie. Oh, bro. Although we've lost 2 units here and they're retreating because we've got a general with Baldwin de Bleur. Cool name. Dude's actually cool portrait, cool name, Chad. Nice. Let's just try and run down as many of them as we can. 2 solid victories. Just sort of slowly winding down the high stakes and essentially high casualties of the offensives earlier in the war. There still could be a full stack spawned out of nowhere, so it's still, you still have to be on your toes. Be Johnny on the spot. But I can't see the French coming back from this one. Okay, only 500 there. You still lose a decent amount of casualties. Like, I feel like we've been playing... Okay, we haven't been playing terribly in some of these fights. I just feel like there's just like an acceptable casualty rate that's just like whatever. Also, we are trying to be quite chivalrous as well. We do release... Oh, 10 battles there. Man of the hour, Captain Thomas. No, we don't want to adopt him in. I'd rather not. Anyway, that's pretty much it from me here today. Stay tuned for episode 10. Hit double digits. Coming out at the exact same time tomorrow of this Medieval 2 Definitive Edition SSHIP Stainless Steel Series. My name has been Simpzy. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Goodbye.